Nothing can hold me back. Nothing can hold me back. You know, like I said, I had to step back, regroup, get a new team, and came back strong.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
It's wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit. But better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has issued a sharp and confident response to recent comments made by Terence Crawford, who claimed he is the superior fighter. Mayweather, known for his undefeated record and defensive mastery, did not take the statement lightly. At the same time, several elite champions, including Dmitry Bivol, Alexander Usyk, and Artur Beterbiev have publicly praised Crawford, calling him the current pound-for-pound king of boxing. This divide in opinion has reignited debate across the boxing world.
Crawford is amazing, not just good. He's amazing, and
he said the same thing about you.
Thank you, Terence. But I think he should be in the book for
really? Is that good?
How to learn boxing, you know?
Really?
For me, pound for pound, number 1 is Terence Crawford. I like this man. It's a great fighter.
I think it's Crawford.
Despite the bold claims, Terence Crawford admitted that he never truly imagined facing Mayweather in the ring. He described himself as a fan of Floyd during his rise, rather than a direct rival. This statement shows a mix of respect and confidence, highlighting Crawford's awareness of Mayweather's legacy while still believing in his own greatness.
Imagine us fight.
Yeah.
I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Yeah, like plotting.
I ain't never been that type.
Max Kellerman offered a balanced perspective, explaining that Mayweather's resume is significantly deeper due to the number of elite opponents he defeated across multiple eras. However, Kellerman pointed out that Crawford has consistently shown a willingness to fight anyone, anytime, without hesitation, which adds a different kind of respect to his legacy.
Because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Legendary promoter Bob Arum weighed in on the debate, stating that in a hypothetical prime-for-prime matchup, he would favor Crawford. According to Arum, Crawford's adaptability, ability to switch stances, and in-ring intelligence could create serious problems for Mayweather, making the fight highly competitive and unpredictable.
For Mayweather, prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really? Why? Just
because Crawford is a unique kind of fighter that other fighters haven't seen. And the ability that he has to switch, fighters aren't used to that. They don't train for that. I just think Crawford is a very, very unique talent.
Veteran commentator Jim Lampley explained that a fight between Crawford and Mayweather would be stylistically unique. He described Mayweather's victories as clean shots, meaning he often controlled fights with precision and defense rather than brute force. In contrast, Crawford's aggressive versatility would create a completely different dynamic.
That's a completely different fight, all right? Because Spence has been given to believe that he's every bit as good an offensive fighter as Terence Crawford or anybody else that he's going to be in with. So he learned something different Saturday night. But Floyd Mayweather never disabused himself of the understanding that he was a more of a backup counterpuncher than a go-forward counterpuncher, regardless of what he did to Diego Corrales. And that's a different kind of approach and effect than what Crawford achieved the other night. So that a Floyd Mayweather beatdown or one-sided win was much more of a paint job than what Crawford put.
Tim Bradley stated that he would lean toward Crawford in this matchup. Bradley emphasized Crawford's versatility, power, and ability to fight effectively as a southpaw or orthodox fighter. He also pointed out that Mayweather has historically faced challenges against southpaws, which could give Crawford a strategic edge.
Floyd Mayweather's a GOAT. Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that back hand.
Even with all the comparisons, Terence Crawford showed respect by calling Mayweather the greatest fighter of his era. At the same time, Crawford confidently positioned himself as the greatest of the current generation, drawing a clear line between eras while maintaining his belief in his own dominance.
One is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
After suffering a dominant loss to Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez reportedly stated that Crawford is a better fighter than Mayweather. This shocking claim added fuel to the debate, especially considering Mayweather previously defeated Canelo earlier in his career.
Me? No questions? Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah.
Furthermore, Crawford praised Floyd for beating everyone in his era, including Manny Pacquiao, and admired his dedication.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, I mean, what, because, and I told people this, I said, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, I mean, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he's like.
Shane Mosley analyzed the matchup from a physical standpoint, explaining that Crawford's size, reach, and ability to dominate across multiple weight divisions would make him a more difficult opponent than Mayweather. According to Mosley, these physical advantages could play a major role.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult shared a nuanced opinion, stating that Mayweather is greater in terms of achievements and resume. However, he argued that Crawford has proven himself to be the better overall fighter in terms of skill, adaptability, and modern competition.
Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he's moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Stephen Edwards, also known as Breadman, urged fans to stop comparing fighters from different eras. He emphasized that each generation has its own challenges and that Crawford should be appreciated for his greatness without constantly being measured against Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, or better than Floyd Mayweather. Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence Bud Crawford never been on middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd Mayweather wouldn't even.
The debate ultimately highlights two different types of greatness. On one side is Floyd Mayweather Jr., whose flawless record, defensive genius, and ability to outthink opponents made him nearly untouchable. On the other side is Terence Crawford, whose aggressive versatility, knockout power, and willingness to take risks define the modern era.
I don't know. It's a close fight. You know, it's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, because I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing, like, and make up something just to. I got my opinion on, you know, how the fights would go, and, you know, but I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter. And I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the younger guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. And, you know, unfortunately, they didn't fight. You know, they could have made, they kind of two different eras, though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing his different thing over there with BBC, and Bud's a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it didn't happen, and we got to just live with it. You know what I mean?
In the end, this discussion may never have a clear answer. Some fans will always favor Mayweather's perfection and legacy, while others will support Crawford's dominance and adaptability. The real question remains, if both fighters met in their prime, who would truly come out on top? That's a debate that will continue to divide the boxing world for years to come.